Hello and welcome to a new series of Oh God, Please Don't Make Me Do It Again, Never Mind the Buzzcocks. We've been on air now for a long time, and I know this is always fun on a comedy show. A quick reminder of how we all looked when we began. This is a picture of me. I suppose I'm about 19, 20, something like that. There's a picture of Phil. He's about 19, 20 stone there. And here's a picture of Bill. He's surrounded by 19 or 20 of the armed Coast Guards. We start the show with Guess Who for Bill, Dave and Darren. Which of these two recorded part of their album in Carrie Fisher's bathroom? Was it James? If he were a liquid, he'd be drippy off a toilet brush blunt. Or was it Gwen? If she were a liquid, she'd be a nice mug of steaming cocoa. Because you'd be happy sticking your face in her at bedtime, eh? To farm. I'm looking at that, all I'm thinking is I wish the desert was a foot deeper.
And we were just thinking, isn't that how the Aussies treat their backpackers, by the way?
That's scuba divers, and that's in the Barrier Reef, and it's sharks. That's what we do.
You know, it's their own fault. I mean, you know, there's shark, you know, and we'll go to scuba dive with sharks, and they complain because they get bit.
Exactly.
Yeah, we went on an owl watch once. We got left behind. But, it was several years before they noticed we were missing. So, actually, Mark, you'd be very proud. I recently made a documentary about otters.
I know.
What do you mean, you know? You said that with a degree of contempt that
Yes.
denies your delight.
Yeah, anything I know about you will be said with a degree of contempt.
No, but just to tell you this, I went to the place where we're supposed to see the otters. And I went, is there any otters here? The bloke went, no. He goes, there's quite a lot of dogging.
That's a good excuse if you get caught by the police.
Oh, I was otters. I was looking for otters. A guide dogging. So,
There's no way you're going to have sex with a dog with perfect eyesight, Bill. Anywho.
right. What's the question?
The question was, which one of them made an otter documentary?
Yeah.
Well, the first, I mean, it's, you know, they're quite rare, one of the rarest mammals in Britain, but they're on the way back because of the post-industrial society.
It sounds to me like the actual documentary will never be aired, but we've had the highlights.
Yeah. Some of the male ones get up to about 4.5. So, anyway...
Wrong head, Dave.
Oh, we've all done that old thing on the beach. All buried up to the neck. Pass me a 3-wood. That's what I want to do. Let's have a look at Gwen.
Is that Gwen's house?
Yes.
How brilliant is her estate agent?
Yeah, but you got to see the back door. I know I would.
So look, there's a pig in here as well, something. Oh, you see? Oh.
Oh, you found the orders for Otter Watch.
Right. This is sprawled in a hedge. Right. And she seems to have twizzled herself into a swastika shape for some reason.
I don't think anyone's ever used the word twizzled and swastika in one sentence before.
See, I know the answer to the question, I think.
Oh, do you?
I think.
Oh, go on then.
Well, I think that Carrie Fisher was Blunty's landlord. He used to live in her house.
Yes.
Yes.
It was actually James Blunt. Carrie Fisher was his landlady and she let him record the song Goodbye My Lover in her bathroom. And just a little bit of advice here, if James Blunt ever asks to use your bathroom, make sure he's having a shit. When he was in the army, James Blunt was one of the men responsible for guarding the Queen Mother's coffin at a funeral. And to this day, he's still haunted by the sound of muffled scratching and pleading. Phil, Kate and Holly, which one of these two was responsible for killing a lake full of fish?
Arnold Lane had a strange hobby.
Was it the highlights of Live 8, if you count mustard gas as the highlight of World War I? It's Pink, free with the independent Floyd. Or was it Eminem's astonishingly average backing rappers, one of whom wears a shower cap and Wellingtons and endlessly talks about fornicating with his very own mother? D12. So one of those killed a lake full of fish.
I'd say it's Pink Floyd because statistically they've been around a lot longer, so there's more chance.
But that means any question we ask, they're more likely to be it. If I said which one of these is Eminem's rapping group from Detroit, you'd have to say, well, statistically, I would say, chances are, which ones are the nickname of Detroit's Dirty Dozen? Well, I've got to say Pink Floyd, Mark, because they've been around such a long time. Which ones of these are black? I would say Pink Floyd. It doesn't always work.
No, it doesn't.
No. Thank you, Miss Vorderman.
Actually, I reckon it could have been D12 taking part in a pilot for an MTV show called Pimp My Lake. You line it with fur, pull all the fish out, fill it with brandy and prostitutes, wallop. A lovely customised lake. Or maybe the big fella there in D12 just got given a wheelie bin full of tartar sauce and thought, you know...
I can't eat anymore.
It's dinner time.
Is that how his mind might work?
Speaking as a larger man, Mark.
Yes. Because everyone else was looking at that and thinking, yeah, there's a big bucket of tartar sauce somewhere.
Bing bong. Wheelie bin of tartar sauce.
Your skip full of lemon wedges, sir? Has your lake been pimped, sir?
Oh, otters covered in bling.
Oh. Bling of bright water. Let's have a look at this photo here. This one week they let David Lynch direct Baywatch and guest starring James Blunt there.
That's much better. They should dismember him before they bury him.
And then this is the rap driving school run BSM. And then, can I just look at this? Something happens in a toilet. There we go. Because normally when you go into the gents and you say you've had something pulled off, you want a better story than that.
Yeah, George Michael's nightmare.
That's nearly an armful.
Maybe they're in the toilet because all the fish have died and they've got to flush them down the loo. That's what I did with my fish.
You flushed a fish down the loo?
After it died, not when it was alive.
They don't know that on Saturday morning television, do they? Fish killer. So, anyway, so... D12, you know, touring recently. They're dirty, dirty boys. They're hard.
They're more likely to
Maybe
kill
the fish.
things.
I don't know. Disrespected them in some
It
way.
wasn't like a drive-by, necessarily, of the fish.
I'm thinking that.
I mean, I'd like to overrule, if I can, and say I really think it's Pink Floyd.
Just because of this statistical thing?
Because of the statistical thing. And I think Mark would back me up on it.
Yeah, I think I will. The weird thing is, it's not right, but I still want to back it up.
No, surely.
It was Pink Floyd. In 1971, Pink Floyd... You were right. In 1971, they staged a massive gig in Crystal Palace in London, and the noise from the band's sound system apparently killed all the fish in a nearby lake. It wasn't actually the vibrations. They died of boredom during a guitar solo. During one of his tours, Pink Floyd's Roger Waters had phone booths placed around the audience area so they could call him and make requests during the show. Unfortunately, on that particular tour, my phone kept breaking up, so all he heard were the words arse, stick and glockenspiel. Next up is the intros round, Bill and Darren. Some for you to do towards Dave.
Right. OK. Tom, I watched that thing, your show the other day, and the thing with the dwarves through the doors, that's mental, isn't it?
Ram Ray.
What's it called? Ram
Ram
Ray?
Ray.
Have you seen this show? Have you seen this show, Mark? When they get a dwarf to run at doors. And there's 4 doors, and 3 of them are nailed shut. Right. OK, there we go.
Right.
OK. You want to start? Mm-hmm.
Can you just be rhythmic?
It sounds like Beach Boys.
Yes.
It's definitely the Beach Boys.
But it's if I can live without you.
This is the fella. In about a minute and a half, you'll get to the chorus, which mentions the title. Oh, what are the words like?
It's on Pet Sounds. Pet Sounds?
It is on Pet Sounds. It's on Pet.
Yeah.
What's those words?
Without you.
Oh, without you.
Yeah.
Without you by Nilsson. It's a different song. Well, I'm afraid you don't seem to have any idea what that song was, so I'm going to pass it over to young Miss Katie Mellower, who seemed to know, very excited. She was like, I know this one. Yeah.
God only knows.
God only knows, the Beach Boys. Should have sounded like this.
It was a good version. I'm sorry about what I said about you.
I'm backing you up there. Anyway, I'll tell you what, Darren, let's do another one, because you're very good at these.
All right.
All right.
You know this one?
He's not going to get this one. Yeah, but he...
Not,
okay.
not that bit. Dave.
Dave
That bit
guesses.
there.
Okay.
Did you say that on your card?
No. Dave guesses. There we are.
Do you know this one?
I don't know that one. I know Dave guesses it. No.
You know, it's Bill's profile gives it away. It's Gorillas.
Yes. Name of the track?
It's Feel Good.
It is Feel Good by the Gorillas. Well done.
So you could have done shaka, shaka, shaka.
Yes, I know I should have done it.
We also heard God Only Knows by the Beach Boys. Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys once weighed over 22 stone, and he put on the weight, honestly, every night he would eat a birthday cake. It's true. Unfortunately, his wish every night as he blew out the candles was that he'd stop being so fat. Ben and Katie, these ones are for you to do towards Holly, or sorry?
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding.
Whoa, easy there. It's a band.
Okay.
All right, solo. You want to do it on your own?
I'm a solo artist.
Okay.
They can't arrange your help.
No.
Yeah, like that's going to work. Who do we really want to hear out of those two?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, that's good.
Ding, 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 ding,
That's George Formby-esque, but I can't get into it.
I'm leaning on the lamppost at the corner of the street, and a certain little lady comes by. Oh, me.
Oh, I'll do the best.
Oh, best for me. Oh, my. I saw a little lady comes by.
I'm leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street until a certain little lady comes by.
Oh, Mr. Woo, what can you do?
It's not George Formby, is it?
It's not George Formby, no.
No.
But I did give you a clue by using the word Bez.
Bez.
Bear.
No, it wasn't
That's
bear.
right.
That wasn't a bear.
You're doing a bear.
You think I was doing a bear? Have you ever seen a bear? Oh, mad for it, mad for it. I suppose the polar bears at London Zoo, maybe they're a little bit mad for it.
So is it Happy Mondays?
Yeah!
Ooh, and the song is Happy Mondays, Don't Know the Name.
No. You thought they had bears in the band, so I'm not surprised.
I thought you were the bear.
You thought I was a bear? Well, I suppose the phrase does bear shit in the woods. That works. It should have been Kinky Afro by the Happy Mondays. Did you know this song, Holly? No? OK.
Ah! Bears!
You nailed the doors shut. I mean, the... It's not right. It's not right. I'm just telling you, it's not right.
I'll pass the message on.